Good morning and grateful for you. Thank you for watching. I'm going to start my IG quickly. Good morning, Instagram. Debbie Harris here, TriPilates. Here's what I want to share with you this morning. It's taken me over 20 years, but every single morning I will warm up after meditation with the 100 roll up and roll over. I thought I would just carry on and do a few more of your basic Pilates mat exercises. In fact, on the back of my shirt here, it says, not one man can do the first 5 of my exercises correctly. How do you expect us to have world peace? So anyway, lay on your back, just a constructive rest position for a moment. Just take a deep belly breath. Don't try to suck it in. Don't try to hold anything. Just give yourself a moment, especially with these upcoming busy holidays. And take some breath in. The more you give yourself, the more you will have to give others. So, notice where your pelvis is. Start to rock it towards you and then away from you. Inhaling, kind of filling up your ribs, and then exhaling, softening the ribs. When you inhale, the ribs expand. You go all the way down to your lower back. Exhale, they soften in the front. And kind of go down toward your pelvis. And then pick a spot sort of halfway between. Neck and shoulders relaxed. Float your head up just a smidge, just a little. Like you can barely see that I'm doing that. And then put your head back down and press it down. We're all little too head forward these days. Pull your head up just a smidge like you're reaching to the wall behind you. And then press it down. Now hover the head up with an inhale. Nod your nose and chin toward your chest. You might just see your knees. Pull it back and then back down. Do that one more time with your inhale. Now stay. Exhale. Slide your hands. Chest curls up. Look at your knees. Go to the tip of your blades. Reach your arms long. Keep your tailbone down. Try not to tuck and tilt your pelvis. Reach, reach, reach like you're going to touch your heels. And then roll back down. That's what we call a C shape. Give your head from side to side. We'll do that again. Float your head up. Nod your nose and chin. Bring your chest up above the tip of your blades. Stay there. Bring your right leg up and put it down. Bring your left leg up. Put it down. Just feel somewhat effortless. If you feel your quads, let your shin flop down. Use your breath. And then rest back down. Now bring both knees up over your hips. You can curl just a tiny bit of your tailbone so the top of your sacrum is down, so like anchored down. Float your head, neck, and sternum up. Go to the tip of your blades. Look at your knees. Kind of remember that, pulling your head kind of back. Reach your arms long. If it gets too much quads, you could just let your shins flop down and begin your 100. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 4, 5. Now, ideally, you could reach your legs on a 45-degree angle. Pull your stomach in and up. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Let me get a Pilates knee going there, but I'm trying to roll my thighs in parallel. Squeezing all the air out. Being full of air, and then squeezing the air out. So notice I'm not going to go too low. I could stretch it out, but I have a tendency to arch the ribs, so I'm going to try to curl to the tip of my blades and have a really dynamic reaching arms Chin toward your chest, looking at your knees, pulling the head back. I'm going to assume this is one more. But now to come out of it, reach your legs away, bring your arms back, point your toes and stretch. All right, so in the morning I do that just right into it. I just came into it today a little more calmly. So whatever feels good in your body, maybe it's get that breath flowing, that heart pumping. So if it's a little more doable for you to just slide your hands along the ground or grab your thighs, it's fine. Inhale, lift your head, nod your nose and chin, and peel yourself off the ground, keeping your feet flexed. Round up and over, up and over, up and over, exhaling 3 times. Use your inhale a little bit longer, fill up like a big balloon so your lower back's full of air. Articulate as much as you can your spine. And reach back, pointing your toes. Bring your arms back, flex your ankles, inhale, lift. Up and over, up and over. I tried to get this to go live on Facebook, but I didn't, so I'll just post it later. Inhale, roll back, it's kind of a miracle. I got the Instagram going, it's not my thing. And then just 3 days, keeps the doctor away. Up and over, up and over, up and over. So I'm not just forward folding like I would in yoga. I'm kind of scoop up and over like a big wave on a beach. The undertoe pulls back as my heels reach. Pull back there. Like I could pause there. Could you pause and not lift your legs? Use your abdominals and then your breath. Okay. Now I'm going to say just bend your knees for a moment, bring your legs up. An option for this one, if you're not doing rollover, would be leg circles. I'll just show one. Legs up, hips down, open legs, keeping your lower back on the ground. 3 circles in each direction. And otherwise, we'll do roll over. Press your arms, bring your feet towards you. You'll feel where that undertoe has to take your hips. And the hips take the legs open. You can tap down if that's doable. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. Roll down, flexing your ankles. Reach legs away in that circle. Point, go over. Open, flex, exhaling. Inhale, fill up your lower ribs. Then exhale down. I better do one inhaling. Exhale to reach. Open. Flex. Inhale. Exhale down. Reverse your direction. Now exhale. That's how it is in the book. Inhale. And then exhale the legs away. Inhale. Exhale to stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, I think this is the third one. 3 a day. Keep the doctor away. And then bend your knees, just flop your heels up your butt. Reach your left leg down. Bring the right one up. Point, flex your foot. Notice if your whole pelvis is lifting. So try to keep the leg kind of away from you. And then leading with your heel, cross over, around, and pause. Inhale, let the hip turn over onto your other hip. So it's a little warm up for twist. Reverse. Use your exhale. The obliques assist in exhaling. They also squeeze your abdominals and detoxes you. How about that for post-Thanksgiving? And then slide that down next to your other leg. Bring your leg up. Inhale over. Exhale up. This is one of the first 5 exercises. Not my fave. Of course, it was Tree that got me to actually pay attention that I couldn't do to learn Pilates, right? It's when, maybe it's just my personality. When I can't do something, I want to learn how to do it. It's what drives me. Okay, now you get a moment. That's totally fine if you want to bend your knees, rolling up. We'll do rolling like a ball. Roll back a tiny bit. When you do that, when I say roll, it's the pelvis rolling. Pull your heels in kind of close to you. Press your shins into your hands. Look at your toes or your heels. Inhale, rock back, fill up like a big balloon. Exhale, back up. Now, hopefully you can't really see from the front here on Instagram. On the side, you can see I'm trying to keep my shape. So I'm recording on this side over here on my Zoom. Again, well, 3 a day, keep the doctor away. I'm going to do an extra one. And then just simply put your feet down, slide back for the single leg stretch. You can pull your right knee in, stretch your left leg out. Now, how low do you go? You want to feel your left pelvis stay down. Squeeze and hold that leg straight. There's nothing wrong with keeping a nice straight leg there. Use this top leg to pull your chest up. Switch. So sometimes I think a good cue is just kind of go foot to knee height, foot to knee. Then you don't, but it's really meant to be pull up, up, pull everything in and up, in and up. The breathing, inhaling, exhale. One more. I'd say 5 a day. Keep the doctor away. Pull your knees in close. You'll feel your pelvis roll up. Notice my neck wants to tip backwards. You can't see it on Instagram, but try to keep your neck nice and long. Float your head up, nod your nose and chin, look toward your knees, reach your arms, now you can hug the sides, and then slide back in. Inhale out, exhale back in. You can add an arm reach, circle the arms big, arms reach. Circle the arms, not the legs, touch your legs, come up a little higher, and then pull in one more time. Your choice. Good. And then rest back down. All right, rock up to sitting for the spine stretch forward. So I'm sitting up tall, 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 tall. I'm trying to be in front of my sit bones. Nod my nose and chin. Exhale and stretch. I'm trying not to just drop my head below my shoulders. I'm lifting up and over, up and over, up and over. I'm not just dropping my head. We have enough forward head. I'm reaching the crown head, pulling my stomach back. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, up and over, up and over. Inhale up. I'm going to say 3 a day. Keeps the doctor away probably all day long. And sit up tall. Bend your knees. You can grab your behind your legs, your ankles, and stretch your legs up. And also keep your knees bent. Stretch your legs up, push your thighs away. So voila, we are in teaser. But really, open leg rocker. My legs are a little bit wide. Rolling your toes inward. Inhale, rock back. Look at your belly. And then look at your toes. Balance point. It's a bit of balance, right? Life. Balance. Bring your legs together. 3 a day. Exhale back up. Try to reach as high as you can. Bring your chest up. Curl the tail under. I almost started with just cat-cow moves because there's a lot of cat-cow. There's no cow here. You're not coming up and like tilting your pelvis back. Try to keep your stomach. Find your floaty feet. Clap your heels if this is in your practice. Cross over under. Stay there. Roll down. Keep your legs there. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring your legs up. Look at your Pilates feet. And look at your big toes. Keep them level. So some of you might want to do a tiny little circle on that ceiling. It's the same, carrying on that single leg circle, except both pelvises are going to be together. If you see your toes sort of slipping back and forth, then you're not moving your pelvises together. Start to make your circles bigger. Use your exhale. Make them big. Keep your shoulders and neck still. If you want to add a hip lift, by all means, curl the tail, lift, roll down the right, circle away, curl up on the left, roll down on the left, circle away, press your arms. All right, let's rock all the way up for stall. Twist one way, reach and drop your head. Really reach the crown head, reach that back arm back. That's gonna help you twist. Stall off that pinky toe 3 times. Inhale, rise up, twist the other way. Most of this is in your low side. Try to keep your opposite hip pulling back so it's not moving. Inhale at one side, it's a little bit more challenged. Chin adjust. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale the twist. All right, what are we saying for today? Inhale, rising up. Twist, go, reach, and stretch. It's really pulling the arms apart. Right now, with that extra twist. And your exhale. Bring your legs together, sweep them out. This is probably the most weird angle on Instagram. All right, here we go. Lay your tummy. Now on the side, you can probably see my spine better. But I'm placing my hands just in front of my shoulders, so my elbows are pointing towards my toes, not out to the side, not running your shoulders. Spread your hand bones out. Reach your toes. Inhale, lift your chest up. So I'm going to gaze forward a tiny bit. And pulling. You might want to just warm up by going to the lower ribs. Otherwise, you're coming up, elbows are close. Breathing, exhaling, soft ribs as you come back down. And again, rising up. And then come back down. Thanks for being on my Instagram. It's not really my thing, but you know, kind of go out of your comfort zone every now and then. I'm going to do a Romana neck roll. I'm looking to the right, relaxing my chin down. Left and center, left, legs your chin down, all while in extension. Take a deep breath. Who doesn't have like tension around their neck and shoulders? If you need to sit back towards your feet, by all means, rest for a moment. Slide out so that your elbows, you can kind of see coming back a little bit. Elbows are under your shoulders. If that's too much in your lower back, bring your arms further out. Press into your fists quite a bit. Make your elbows kind of light. Pull your sternum forward. Bring one leg off. Kick, kick, and reach and down. Kick, kick, reach and down. Breathing. When you reach and down, just try to pick the thigh up. Pull your stomach in. Do definitely pull your chest away from your pelvis. All right, we'll just do one extra one here. All right, double leg kick. Turn your head one side. Place your hands at your sacrum. Now if you can walk it up a little higher, all the more power to you. Bring your elbows towards the floor. Roll your shoulders away from your neck. Bring both heels towards your bottom. Keep your thighs light. 3 kicks. 3, 2, 1. Now stretch your arms back. Bring your chest up. Really reach your arms high. Turn your head. And 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Reach the legs away. You're like a boat. Turn your head. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Turn your head and exhale. And inhale. Turn your head. Now some of you might want to take your hands apart. Just reach them back. And then bring it back here. Last one. And wherever you are, stay. Bring your arms higher. Reach your legs longer. Pull your stomach in. Pull the ribs up. Bring your arms all the way around. Reach it as long as you can. And then sit back and stretch. Okay. I'm going to do neck pull, even though, I don't know, we'll try. Lay on your back. The feet are flexed. I can't really get a good angle on my phone there on Instagram, but you can start with your arms down if you need to. Feet are flexed. Notice I don't really have a hook on my feet. Then to take your hands behind your head, elbows in your peripheral, and then roll up. You can see that's a very challenging exercise. And then sit up tall. Press your head into your hips. Elbows go wide. Almost like these are sails. You're catching the wind. Feet are flexed. They're not exactly squeezing together. They're parallel. Lift, 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 lift. Lift. Long back is long. Back is a strong back. Long back is a strong back. Then when you need to curl. The other option is put your hand on the ground and roll it up there. Then once you're here, go ahead, challenge yourself. Head presses up under your hand, make your neck long. It's called neck pull after all. Press your head up in your hands, kind of pull your neck from head to tail as long as you can, and then roll back down. All right, back to some breathing patterns here. Your feet kind of close to your hands, not too wide. And Inhale, start to roll up to your lower ribs. You can scoop those with your abdominals just a little bit more, scooping the sit bones up, and then exhale. So you've got this relationship between your hips and your ribs that isn't popping your back off and hanging your lower back. It's a thigh spread. And then roll back down. And then one more time. Now remember when we were laying on our back in the beginning? We did some knee floats. You can do some knee floats here. Float one up, float the other one up. You can bring your leg up and flex it. Really reach, use this bottom hip. Point your toe, go thigh height, or go all the way down to hip extension. Your choice. Good, now reach and slide it back wherever you are. Steady your hips. I have a tendency to sort of waffle around here. So hug them in. I call them hub cap magnets. Like you got an axle here. You want to keep your heels on the axle. Either knee float or legs straight. Point down, flex up, or reach and extend your hip. Try to keep that hip up. This one's working. You already know. And then slide it back. And just for fun, bring your arms back and just stretch your back. Roll down. Try to articulate. You got to curl deeper there when you get to your lower ribs. And then rock up to sitting or spine twist. Feet flex. They don't move. Twist your spine. 3, 2, 1. Try to really take those arms as far back as you can so you feel your spine twist, not your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. One more time. 3 a day. 2, 1. This is way more than I usually do every day, but anyway, meaning in my mat practice. Okay, so I'm going to skip the, let's go right to some side kicks. I'm hoping you can see me. All right, so we lay in a long line, bring both legs forward. Now, you know the exercise cat and cow where you're sticking your booty out, that's cow, and curling, that's cat. So keep your chest up, try to keep the lower part of your rib cage kind of hovering. Bring your right leg up, or whatever the top leg is, reach it. And when you bring it forward, a little bit of like cow, send your booty back, point your toe, a little bit of cat, so turn on your glute. It's real easy to kick and bring your leg with you, and then also use your lower back. Try to find your hamstrings, kick, and point stretch, and your glute. We'll do one more for good measure. Point back. Good, now just for fun, lay on a long arm. Bring both legs up. Use the lower inner thigh. I'm also using a bit of this top arm. But now bring it back into one long line. Take both legs up, go for a little walk, flexing your feet, and point, and flex, and point. Keep your sides long. Side kicks are for the sides as a prep for teaser. Roll to your stomach, clap your heels, forehead relax, and then just roll to your other side. I'm going to flip around. All right, I'm going to go this way. All right, so now you've got my bottom facing you, Instagram. So when I line up, the legs are in this 45-degree diagonal. The left rib cage or the bottom one is kind of lifted, bringing this top leg up. A little bit of leading with your heel, so a little natural turnout, kick. There's your cow, right? Sticking your booty out. Point, little cat, curling, so use your stomach. Kick. It's not a lower back exercise, doing it this way. Keep your sides long. Breathing in and out. The exhale helps you keep your ribs kind of more centered, balanced, control. All right, and then take a long neck, bring both legs up and then down. Now, when I first learned this, I learned it more on a long line. I find this a little more challenging. So bring it into a long line, bring both legs up, flex them, go for a little walk and point. I'm going for a walk today in downtown Chicago. I'm so excited. It's a beautiful day with the multitudes of people, but the lights will be out, and then rest. Now just roll to your back. We are ready for my logo teaser. I will give you some options, but teaser, lift your head, curl up, and then the legs float up too. Sort of eye level, and then reach, keep your legs there, roll back down, and roll back up. I'm only going to tip of my blades, try to really use my breath and belly. And then everything rolls down at the same time. All right, options. Bend both knees. Bring one leg out. I sometimes think these options are harder, but I'm just coming up with one leg, squeezing next to my other one. Doing the same thing. I think the one-legged stuff is more challenging because I can feel my pelvis kind of not wanting to move evenly. So I'm bringing my left leg up, using my breath. I'm trying to go toes and like my legs and my arm in line with each other. My breath, keeping that bottom foot down. Teaser. And it's full body breath, belly exercise. I'm going to do can just because I want a little fun, right? Maybe go see the Rockets this season. So press, I've got my forearms down and I'm bringing my chest up. Pull the knees as close as you can. That requires a little bit of pelvis rolling. So keeping my head centered, I'm rocking both hips to one side. Kind of like we did in corkscrew, both hips move, and then string both legs, pull them up towards you. That bottom inner thigh is working straight legs. But I always think my legs are straight, usually not. Not because I'm particularly tight, because I need to engage my quads more. And then twist, 2, 3, kick it up and squeeze that bottom inner thigh. And use the exhale. Good. And then roll around to your stomach. And we'll do a little swim. You know, I'm a swimmer. Some of you might want to just keep your arms stretched out. Just slide them forward. Just like you're coming to your hands. Just slide the hands along the back. And start the kicks with your legs. Up, up, up legs. Otherwise, add the arms up, 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 up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch your sides. Breathing. Woo. I don't know about you, but now I'm warm. It's not particularly cold here. Sit back, stretch. So, basic intermediate mat. It's full body. I'm going to spread both hands in between my knees, under my ankles, and grab my ankle, my foot ankle. So, feet are Pilates. Some of you might like that prayer foot to do this. That's archival, but I'll go right here. Pilates feet. And it's called seal. It seals the deal. Why is this the last one? Almost like last exercise in the intermediate. It's meant to be fun, right? Let's have some fun this holiday. Inhale, so you rock back, clap your heels here if you can. Rock back up. Woo, barely made it up. It's very tempting to throw the legs to get up. The open close, I'm pressing thighs into elbows, elbows back against thighs. So it's a hip opener after those teasers and can-cans. Inhale, rock. Exhale, back up. Inhale, rock and roll. Exhale, back up. And normally come right up to standing, no hands. But I'm going to just do this so I can go right into my plank. So, actually, I'm going to show you something. I'm zooming out of camera a little bit on Zoom. So, Pilates feet. Really get 4 steps. Think of like an elephant. Try to keep everything still. Elephants are really quite graceful. 4, 3, 2, 1. You arrive. Holy, the shoulders are way in front of your hands. And then rock forward and back. So as I go forward, pull your hands toward your toes. That's your core abdominal muscles. When you push back, those are your back muscles. Inhale, when you bend the elbows, they're narrow. Pull yourself forward. Exhale, push. Push your toes as much as your hands. And now, one more time, there's 3 days. Keep the doctor away. Dive your head down. Round yourself very even on your pelvis. Let your head hang for a minute. Let any tension on your back go. Roll up. Your arms can reach. circle go down. I'm going to come down to kneeling so you can see. Stretch. Bring both arms up. Grab your one wrist and just stretch your sides. Grab the other wrist, stretch your sides. Reach your arms back, way back, and then around and give yourself a hug. Thanks for watching. In gratitude for my life, that Pilates, the practice of Pilates has given me a life worth living. Thank you so much. Have a blessed holiday. And here. So, oh my God.